Hey guys, this is Ale.
And this is Alex.
From Never Be Again. We almost have the same name and we both play guitar in the band. We thought about sitting down and having this kind of a nerdy chat because we're about to hit the studio and record the guitars for our upcoming second album, which is gonna be called Trust. We actually don't know which are gonna be the main guitars we're using in this album, so we said, okay, let's just showcase the guitars that we have. We love each single one of this guitar for different reasons. And let's just bring them all in the studio and see what is gonna be the one that we're gonna pick. So starting off, this is the last guitar that has just arrived at our front door. Those are the ones that we usually bring on stage.
We like white.
Yeah, those are like crazy good sounding stage machines. Mainly this is it's a E2 Eclipse SWS, so satin white something. I don't know, white satin, right? And, it has like two EMGs pickup. Both of those are splittable to single coil. It sounds amazing. You can split it.
This one is our main choice for the live situation. It has one humbucker, one choice, very metal, I mean.
It's a cool choice because it's an EMG pickup. I mean, many of us will never expect ESP to do like splittable pickups, especially for the bridge one, but who cares? So it sounds great, it looks great, and on stage it's really helpful because it's a very reliable stage machine. Moving on with other two beasts, this is probably the very first one that has ever arrived to my front door. It's the ESP Eclipse, is the very first edition, it's the double triple binding. I actually don't know the specs of these guitars rather than I love it. It has been my main weapon on stage for many years with other projects, and the main difference between this one and the E2 that I just showed you is that this one has two different type of pickups. Those are always EMGs, but those are way higher output, I would say, and probably all the construction of the guitar, it just makes it sound a little more dark. It's just darker sounding. It's very precise, very steady, very reliable, whether on stage or in the studio, and I love this guitar so much.
This one is LTD Horizon, maybe the first series.
It belongs from the Deluxe series, and this should be like the Horizon 1001, right?
H1001.
We are using it mainly for
baritone stuff. Yeah. This record too, we have maybe 4 or 5 songs in drop G diesis.
In drop G sharp.
G sharp.
G diesis, it's very Italian, but you know, we like, yeah, so the main thing, as Alex said, one other thing that we have to discuss about is that in this album we're gonna have like different tunings. So we're also looking for different guitars because we don't know which one behaves better in which
situation.
Yeah, some pickups are just meant to be played in different tunings. So in this case we have like an original EMG, but I swapped this with a Seymour Duncan.
Blackout.
Yep, it definitely sounds different. Pretty clean, lascerei stare. So moving on to the non-metal side, I mean, look at these guitars. This is not an ESP, it's a Gibson. This is one, it's always an LTD. Yep. Even though we are a metal band, we think it's great to have some other options, whether it's P90 guitar, single coil guitar. There are many different layers in our songs made with those edgy sounds in the breakup points in between cleans and
crunchy stuff.
So we thought that having some options also in this scenario will be great. Because Les Paul Custom is equipped with the P90s, and also for rhythm stuff sometimes it's nice to pair two different sounds. For example, it's definitely more rock oriented, it's not very metal, but sometimes if you pair it up and you put like P90s on one side and EMGs in the other side, you have like this wall of sound made of different pickups, different styles. It can affect the mix so much, so we keep all the doors open.
Moving on, we have this LTD TE202. It's a tele shape. Fun fact about this guitar, it's this
quarter pounder. I swapped it back in the days, like 6-7 years ago. I swapped it.
It's a very high output and had this twangy sound, single coil sound. Maybe can used in some rhythm stuff. Maybe the octave below. It's very twangy. I mean, yeah.
So last but not least, this edgy sound that goes from clean to the breakup point to distortion. It's definitely the thing that this guitar can do better than anybody else. You can't go wrong with the Strat. Moving on, guys, another important thing is string choice. We are like huge fan of those two strings that Alex is gonna pick up. So these are the main two guitar strings that we're gonna use. Those are coated strings that we use on stage because you just install it on the guitar at the beginning of the tour. By the end of the tour, they're still sounding great and fresh because those are both XS, but one is a 1052 and the other one is a 1156. We're gonna just try them out both because live we tend to use this one and those other one maybe are better in studios. Of course, we're gonna try them out in all guitars and stuff, so it's gonna be pretty expensive to find out which is gonna be the perfect.
This will be a tough day.
Yeah. We talked about guitars, we talked about strings. There they go. And now let's talk about amplifiers and signal chains, which is another variable to the I'm pretty sure. We have different options also regarding the signal chain choice. We have
the real one and the fake one.
Yeah, we have like a 5150 first series from PV. We have a couple of Black Stars heads. We have different like digital solutions like plugins or the Ampero, which we use live. So yeah, we're gonna just try a bunch of different options and understand which one sounds better or just fits better the
in the mix. Yeah.
So yeah, wish us luck. Thanks for staying with us. This whole video is just a big mess and a big nerdy talk as we anticipated. We just want to use it also as a Q&A session. Just feel free to ask us anything. If you're curious to hear something about it, probably we're gonna post this video when the recording is already done. And when the mixing is already done. Once again, if you have any type of question or curiosity, we are up to reply to all your doubts and further requests of information. Fuck, it's so heavy and difficult to speak English while you're Italian. Okay, that's all for today. Let's wrap it up. Ciao!
Ciao!